Pictures on your screens from BJP's Nabanna Cholo Rally in West Bengal. Massive police deployment at the rally. BJP's show of strength in Bengal with Tejasvi Surya leading BJP's charge. So this is a huge political rally. We are looking at a massive gathering, something that is not exactly advisable at the time of the pandemic, but there you have it on your screens, a huge political rally being spearheaded by Tejasvi Surya, the young, dynamic BJP leader who's currently been elevated to the position of a national spokesperson of the party. He is leading the charge there. As you can see, gathering of people chanting slogans. This is the Nabanna Cholo Rally in West Bengal. Massive police deployment also there at the rally. It is supposed to be BJP's show of strength in Bengal. Tejasvi Surya leading from the front. Shreyashri joining me on the phone line. Shreyashri, tell us what exactly is happening on the ground as you see it. What is the larger purpose of this rally and who all are present there? We already know Tejasvi Surya is spearheading this particular campaign, but what is the larger agenda, Shreyashri?
And that's why they will not be allowed to move ahead. There you see the protesters are slowly coming once again back. They are trying to challenge the administration. And the tear gas shells have been fired once again. The tear gas shells have been fired once again. It's extremely violent. It's only turning violent now. There you see the tear gas shells are being lobbed. As on the other side, they are trying to hurl these stones. So from here, tear gas shells are being lobbed. From here, the tear gas shells are being lobbed. Water cannon is being fired. And the order is to fire more so that the crowd can be dispersed. The BJP workers are still there, very much at this spot, and they are trying to ensure that they stay put. And once again, they are trying to break the barricade. Once again, they are trying to ensure that they can move towards the state secretariat. A crowd which turned out to be not more than 100 to 150 when they charged upon the police people. When they charged upon the security forces, there had been multi-pronged attack on them. There had been water cannons fired. There had been tear gas shells fired. There had been the action force which has been used. And there you see water cannon is now being used to ensure the crowd moves back. The crowd is now being pushed behind, and they are trying to ensure that BJP workers are being moved away. So at this point in time, things are extremely chaotic. Okay, stones are being hurled. Something from the other side of came and hit me. They are trying to hurl stones from the other side, and they are trying to ensure that they find a way. And police have now found their way. They are now moving towards the crowd. They are now trying to move towards the crowd. They are trying to chase the crowd, and even it seems like there is a possibility of a lathi charge. So yes, there you see lathi charge begins. Lathi charge begins on BJP workers who in a way was trying to dare the administration, dare the security forces. There you see another person has been held back and they are now being arrested. They have now been detained, I would say. So yes, after multiple requests to in a way budge down from their position. There you see the BJP workers are now being detained. Stones have been hurled at BJP. Stones have been hurled by BJP workers, and there you see more forces are now moving towards. More forces are moving towards the BJP protest. There you see more people are now being picked up because they have been trying to challenge the state administration. They have been trying to break the law, take law into their hands. So yes, several BJP workers have been detained. Several BJP workers have been picked up, and these BJP workers are now being literally dragged, moved out of the protest spot. But then over there, the forces are progressing, the forces are moving ahead, and the forces are trying to ensure that they can establish the law, they can put order, One gentleman is being picked, more people have now been picked up. There you see, the forces are now moving towards the BJP protesters, and the BJP protesters are still there. It's almost like a war zone where BJP workers over there are trying to throw stones. There you see, police people are also trying to chase the crowd away. Tear gas shells are being fired, and it's extremely chaotic out here. So the crowd seems like from all sides trying to unleash an attack on forces, and there you see, more tear gas shells are being fired. And they are trying to chase the crowd. Away. Please, emergency vehicle. There's one emergency vehicle stuck in the crowd. There you see a taxi with some patient is trying to find its way out of this very chaotic spot. So it's extremely chaotic out here. More forces coming from that side. They are trying to dominate the area, and they would try and push the crowd away. So every layer of security forces are trying to ensure they dominate the area, they capture the area, instead of these protesters who are out on the street. It's extremely chaotic. As you see, they are still there at this spot, and it seems like something just exploded over there. More tear gas shells are being fired. It's extremely chaotic, and police people are trying to disperse the crowd. There you see tires have been burned. They are throwing stones. BJP workers have taken law into their hands. It's a protest rally they have taken. It seems like it has only turned ugly. These BJP workers had been throwing stones, hurling stones, and there you see tires have been burnt on the road to mark their protest. They are literally throwing bricks. Oh my God! They are literally throwing bricks now, and Tear gas shells are being fired. They are trying to ensure the crowd moves away, and people are hurling stones. The cops are now further moving towards the protesters. Okay.
Well, you are looking at live pictures coming to you from Howrah. At the moment, this is the Nabanna Cholo Rally that is being organized by the BJP. Police is using water cannons and lathi charge to disperse the BJP workers. As Tamal is showing you exactly what's happening on ground there, it's a complete chaos, highly tense situation with police using all methods to disperse the crowds. BJP has launched a statewide Nabanna Cholo agitation march today to protest against the alleged killing of its party workers. So those are the visuals from the location where the protest is happening right now. Cops have lathi charged protesters. Live pictures on your screens here on Mirror Now.
Crowd can be moved behind. There are stones coming from all sides. As you see, the stones coming from the other side, and there you see more tear gas shells are being fired, and they are trying to ensure that the crowd goes behind. And okay, there's another round of firing now. There you see more tear gas shells will be fired. Position taken, and there you see they are trying to fire tear gas shells to move the crowd behind and capture the position. If I can quickly give you a sense, look, these are the stones have been hurled, bricks have been hurled from the other side, and they have been all targeting the security forces. So it seems like one lane which is connected from lanes on either side. These lanes have been a major challenge. As you see, these protesters hiding in these lanes and by lanes, and over there the crowd is again trying to move. More firing now, more firing, more tear gas shells are being fired to ensure the crowd doesn't come anywhere closer. There you see they are hurling stones targeting the security forces. There is rapid action force, more tear gas shells fired, and as you see, the security forces are trying to take position and fire the tear gas shells so the people can be dispersed.
Okay, so Tamal, there is in fact in the middle of the turmoil that is currently on in Howrah, as you can see, of course, taking a lot of risk also to report for us there, showing us around, even as the cops there are lathi charging and firing tear gas shells. Stone pelting on the part of the protesters. So this is the ground situation playing out even as we speak in Howrah. This is supposed to be part of the Nabanna Cholo Rally. The streets of Kolkata witnessing a political battle as Bharatiya Janata Party's Yuva Morcha takes out a massive rally to march to the West Bengal Secretariat in Nabanna today. The star attraction of this rally is BJYM National President, recently elevated to that position, Tejasvi Surya, who landed in Kolkata on the 7th of October. On the eve of the march being called Nabanna Cholo Abhiyan by the BJP, the West Bengal government announced that the Secretariat will remain closed for 2 days due to sanitization work. So that's the background to what is happening right now. At the moment, we see stone pelting and tear gas shells being fired, huge massive police deployment trying to control the crowds, and Tamal was right there in the middle of all the action reporting for us. Pictures on your screens coming to you live from Howrah. Police also lathi charged the BJP youth wing cadre. 4 BJP rallies across West Bengal happening today. We are showing you one of those that's right now playing out in Howrah, the way the police is trying to control the situation with brute force. Stone pelting at the police also being reported. The pictures will show you exactly how things have played out. At the moment, we are looking at the ground situation in Howrah. The West Bengal government also, in fact, earlier wrote to the BJP saying that their letter for protest march reached the government in the last minute. Remember, the letter cited the Supreme Court order on protest, saying that the common areas cannot be blocked for the same. And that order just came out yesterday, where the Supreme Court made it clear that while the right to protest is a democratic right, public roads cannot be blocked. So there must be that balance maintained, and the local administration is responsible for enforcing it. So to that extent, the police deployment is something that the West Bengal government will justify. You can see there a huge number of police and security forces present there to disperse the crowds. Information also coming in that several BJP workers have been detained.